So I had asked you to solve and get me the Fibonacci series. So the user will enter the number of elements in the series, and it's going to return for me, say the number, it's just going to return for me as many elements as we want. Let's say if I want 10 elements, it's going to be 0, 1, and then 0 plus 1 is going to be 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 5, 13, and so on. And there are 10 elements out here. This is exactly what I want. So which means I need to tell the user, can you please input for me the elements which are going to be, so I'll just say input, enter the elements, or number of elements in the series. All right, so that's what he wants. And I'm going to say int, of course, converting it to an integer, and I store it into. Is that cool? Now, what do I need to do? Let's do it with the while, and then I'll do it with the for. Okay, so initially all that I need to do is I need to say I'm going to start using index for each of them. What is the index of this? Can I say the index of this is 1? This is your second element, this is your third element, this is your fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th element. So can I say I can put a initialization as, or a counter as, the element number or the index number? Okay, so I'm just going to put it here, and I'm going to say this is going to be my this is going to be my index number, right, or count. And I'm going to check if my I is less than or equal to n, right? I need to check it up till, it's not if, while I is less than or equal to n, I need to go up till n. What is the n? Enter the number of elements in the series. I need to go up till n, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because he's going to say 10. I need 10 elements. When I go down, I'm going to ask him, okay, so while I less than or equal to n, what do you need? I want him to maybe give me the Fibonacci series after this, right? You want him to give each element. What I'm going to do, please listen to this particular logic. The logic that I'm going to use is this, that let me say that this one, I'm going to define the first two elements as a and b. That means a is equal to 0. So a comma b, can I say that those are equal to 0 comma 1? Right? I can assign them like that too in Python, right? So I'm having two variables a comma b, which is 0 and 1, and I'm just giving it here. Now, all that I'm saying is, what do I need to do? I'm just gonna do print a, which means it prints a 0 at the start. It printed the first element. After printing the first element, let's say if I increment by my index by 1, so that means I is equal to I plus 1, I will become 2. When it becomes 2, it will check if 2 is less than or equal to 10. It says yes, and will print a again. Of course, I don't want to print a again. I don't want to print 0 again, but I want to print a, that a should be a new value. What should that a be? That a should have been b. Are you able to understand? What was the old b? 1. I want that b to be a. So can I say, and this b should be a new value, which is nothing but your initial a plus b addition. Can I say when I printed a here initially, which means in the first time when your I is equal to 1, when I'm printing the first element, it's saying print a, which means that is a 0. After saying it is a 0, I'm going to say b is equal to, or I'm going to say c is equal to a plus b. And then I'm going to say my a is going to be my old b, my new a is going to be my old b, and my new b is going to be my c. Are you able to understand? What I have done is I have calculated a c, which is my a plus b. Of course, the c is not my aim to be printed, okay? And the old value of b was 1, and the old value of a was 1. But I made my a as the new old value of b. So 1, I assigned it to a, and b was assigned a value which was calculated and was put in c, right? So c was 1, that I put it into b. Okay, so now my new a and b are what? 1 and 1. Are you able to understand? Yes. And then when I come back into the loop, my second element, I print a. Now what am I going to print A as? What my A is going to be, right? Because I just made my B as A. Then I come here and then again I do a C is equal to A plus B, which means my next element, that is C, the C is going to be 1 plus 1, that is 2. Then I'm going to say A, assign to A the value of B. What is B? It was 1. I assigned it to A. And then after assigning it to A, I assign to B the value of C. That means it's going to be 2. So that means this one and this 2, which was your B and C earlier, became your new A and B now. Are you able to understand? So in that way, I'm just printing A. This is how I am developing this particular logic. Okay, and then enter the number of elements in the series, and I say 10. Okay, it says 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, if I do it once again, and if I say I want a series of 20, it will print me a series of 20. Okay, but sir, this is not how I wanted. I wanted the series of 10, I want them with a space one after the other. I don't want them one line after the other. Why does it happen? Because print, at the end of print, there is something called as a backslash n. Yes, are you aware of it? There is something called as a backslash n. Now this backslash n, so if I say backslash n, that is, can I say, if I say backslash n, so plus backslash, so over here, sorry, not plus, print has a parameter called as end. Okay, this is a keyword parameter. This end, if I can change it, instead of, it is now currently a default parameter is backslash n. If I can just make it as a space, okay, and if I check this out, I say 10, it gives me with a space. Or if I say 20, instead of printing that number and putting an enter, a new line, it gives me with a space. All right, is that very clear? How do I do the same thing with an OR? With a for, I don't need to have a count outside, because for gives me, I can just change it over here. I can just say for I in range. Where do I start from? I should start from 1, the first element, up till which element? Up till n. Oh, but sir, my n is exclusive. So instead of saying 1 to n, can I say 0 to n? It is same as going from 1 to n is 0 to n minus 1, right? Because this n is exclusive. Okay, so it's going to be 10 values anyway. And then I print A, everything as it is. I don't need this increment because the increment is done by the for automatically. Yes or no? It is done automatically because the step is going to be 1. I do a function f5 and 10, it prints that for me. And then if I say 22, is that clear? So this is how you would do it with the for. So with the for, you have something which you have a leverage out here by using a for. You don't need to give a initialization statement outside, nor do you need to give an increment statement over here. Everything is done in a single. Is that clear? So for and while can be used to execute the same program, but in different way. Yes. Okay. Now, after this, of course, with this, we are done with the looping statements. Looping statements indeed form a very big part, or a big, yeah, it's going to form quite a good part of your IoT learning, especially when you're going to use Python for IoT. You are going to use loops extensively. Another thing that you are going to soon use are going to be the data structures of Python. That's what we're going to learn. Let's say strings, lists, tuples, dictionaries, sets, and all that. You're going to have, I'm just going to take you through them from the next sessions. But after that, we're going to go to the object-oriented program concepts, where, you know, we are going to import different libraries and how to create objects and how to create your own class. And, you know, we're going to go through all those programming concepts which we're going to use extensively in our IoT learning, right? So these are essential for Python. These are essential for IoT, and you must have a grasp on the same. Hope you practice well, and we come over in the next session to start over a new topic called as data structures. Thank you.